Welcome to this week's video hack with me, your host, Rohini. I am the founder of Livewire Media, where we do corporate videography and video marketing. Now, each week I go live to give you guys a video hack that's going to help you to get camera confident and to understand more about video marketing and use it as part of your overall business growth strategy. I'm doing these live videos every Monday at 11 a.m. So make sure that you book out that time in your diary if you do want to learn more about video marketing for your own business. Last week, I put out a post that got a lot of traction, and that post was talking all about how to get camera confident. And a lot of people got back to me saying, I love the idea of being on camera. I know video is super powerful, but I'm not confident on camera. The idea of being on camera just makes me cringe. I'm so worried about what people will think about me. So in this video, I'm going to be covering some of my top tips to help you to get camera confident and present like a pro. And these are tips that I've used myself and with my clients too, because believe it or not, I didn't always present like a pro on camera. I wasn't always this camera confident. It took time, it took nurturing, and it took a bit of practice and these tips. So the first thing that I would say is understand where those negative thoughts and those feelings come from. Sometimes it could be something that happened in the past. Sometimes it could be something that somebody else said to us. When we recognize where those negative thoughts kind of come from, we can work to move through it. We can then change as a result of that. So for example, if you don't like how you look on camera, recognize where that feeling or that thought first came from and then work to move through that process. Secondly, understand that people are there for the value that you deliver to them. So one of the ways that you can shift the focus away from you, which takes the pressure away from you, is to focus on delivering value. People are there for the value. They are not there for how you look or how you sound. Those things may play a factor, especially the sound, but believe me, nobody has done business with me off the back of my live videos based on how my hair looks. They do business because of the value that you are delivering to them. So focus on hitting the pain points and how the live videos or the videos in general will solve those particular pain points too. The other tips that I have are hold up notes right next to the lens. Now, I say right next to the lens because it's important to maintain eye contact with the lens when you're recording your live videos. Especially when we do our first few videos, we have a habit of looking at ourselves, and as great as we look to the viewer, that's kind of distracting. It's like when you're meeting with somebody face to face. You would look them straight in the eye as you're talking with them, wouldn't you? You wouldn't look slightly past them. You wouldn't look above them or anything like that. You would maintain the eye contact. So when you look at the lens, when you're recording your videos, it subconsciously actually influences the viewer. So maintain the eye contact with the lens. Hold up notes right next to the lens as well. So if you do happen to lose your trail of thought, you've got your notes right next to you so that you don't sit there and think, what do I have to say next? The other option is if you're doing a pre-recorded video, hold up a teleprompter right again beneath the lens and read off that. The pros and cons of kind of having a teleprompter are, one, it can come across as a little bit scripted. So write it out as if it was you saying it, as opposed to trying to make it sound overly formal as well. So I'm just going to run through those tips again for those of you who've just joined us. So tip number one, understand where those thoughts and those feelings come from when you think, I don't like the idea of being on camera, but I know it's super powerful. And then work to move through it. There's tons of great resources out there that will help you. Second tip, hold up notes right next to the lens as well. And then also, understand that people are there for the value that you are delivering to them. Take that pressure away from you and focus on actually giving. That's what people are there for. They're focused on the value. They're not there essentially for you. They're focused on what is in it for them. And then my last tip is to practice. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. One of the ways that you can practice is, one, doing it consistently. Another way is you can record videos on your phone just to get used to the idea of speaking to an object, because it is a bit of a weird feeling. You're speaking to an object that's not really communicating back to you. So this is one of the tips that especially I did when I first started out. Using your smartphone, record your videos and don't watch them back either. Just get used to the idea of being on camera, talking out loud, and getting comfortable with presenting to an object that's possibly not communicating back to you. And then when you get confident in doing it privately, then you can take your videos public. So that's it for my quick live video tips. If you have any questions about videos or video marketing, drop them in the comment section below and I will be sure to answer them for you, or you can message me directly on this particular platform that you are watching on. Have an awesome week, guys. Take care.